Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
Lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying for the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, who are Hamilton, Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye. Then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Räikkönen, Vettel, Sergio Perez and Ricciardo, Ocon and Renault, Hülkenberg and Roman Grosjean, Magnussen, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat and Alonso, Van Dorn, Wehrlein, Marcus Ericsson and Lance Stroll, Verstappen and Felipe Massa completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
You managed to qualify better than we expected yesterday, so let's do the same again today. Some information on Massa. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. The pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until the green flags. Safety car in this lap. strategy? Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Got that, confirmed. Expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tyres. pace. Keep this up. The gap to the car behind is 11.6 seconds. Green flag. Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you pulled through. Thank you.
So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, they clearly have a car that comes alive in the kind of conditions we were dealing with today. It's a very balanced package in the wet, and what that means is that the drivers have confidence to attack. And having that confidence gets you on the power earlier, it lets you brake later, and can put you a long way up the road.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Valtteri Bottas, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen. When I was his age, I was just jumping into single-seaters for the first time. The fact that he's here in Formula One and putting in performances like that still amazes me.
On to the constructors then. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.